Hi, I'm Faith.
And I'm Neysa. And this is
Go Ladies, a podcast about navigating life, love,
and so much more
from a 40-plus perspective. I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player.
I've been watching Martin and Pam all weekend with the kids, so.
Gosh, yes, baby. Oh,
goodness.
Hello, everyone.
The weekend. It's this week.
It goes too short. It's way too short.
So, hello. Hi, everybody.
Yeah, hi.
I was gonna start talking, but I remember to say hello.
Hello. I'm Faith.
Thank you. And I'm Neysa. Thank you for watching the Go Ladies podcast.
And listening and all that jazz.
Oh, yes, and listening and all those great things. Tweeting us and responding to us. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I need another weekend. Like, this weekend was long but short. It went by too quick.
Yeah.
And my daughter's company is off the entire week. The whole company shut down this week. I'm like, can I get an application? I'm ready to come over there.
Listen.
It's just a week off.
It's important though.
It is.
Employees and value. You want people to do good work for you, you gotta get people rest.
I need some rest.
Charge them for it and all that. Like, no, we're just gonna shut down. I like that. Good for her. She should experience that early so she knows what she wants and what she likes the older she gets and moves into other roles. Like, nope.
I'd be like her mama work all the damn time. I'm trying to allude to.
We talked about it. Yep, tea time. Hello. So, how was your weekend?
My weekend was lovely.
Very good.
No, my mom came in town. We flew to Charlotte to see my brother and his wife and their two lovely kids because my niece's birthday. And so she turned 4.
Big 4.
I know, right? And so I got her the cutest gift. There's a unicorn, but there's this black unicorn company that another friend here showed me. And so she has a black unicorn. They come in, a Neysa color, a medium brown, and a dark brown. So I got her the medium brown because my niece is medium brown. And it had Afro puffs next to the unicorn horn.
Oh.
And so I got her that and a little outfit for her birthday. So she was lovely and just super excited and great. And then from there to Atlanta, Atlanta to here. So it's a lot. It was a good weekend with family.
Which makes it shorter because all your time is spent, whether it's with family or not. Yeah, traveling and all that stuff. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
And usually, Neysa and I are pretty much usually tired whenever we record. Because life is good, right? Consider the alternative.
Exactly. So I'm not as tired today.
That's good.
I was actually in the office for work today. I'm not as tired. I got that coffee late in the afternoon. So I'm just
like, that's good. And you were lit. You had that afternoon crack.
I sure did that late afternoon crack. So I'm on a call and I'm like,
oh yeah, I know.
That coffee right now.
I wish. I just know I'd be up at night if I had to have caffeine. I'm not technically diagnosed as caffeine sensitive, but I bounce off the walls if I have caffeine.
I do not. So. It'll wake me up for a while, and then at some point I'm gonna crash and be like, all right.
That's
not all night. It won't keep me up all night at all.
That's good.
Okay. Here's what I want to hear about.
Is it my turn?
I want to hear about what you did this weekend.
Well, hello. I went to Nueva York.
Are you Puerto Rican too?
No, I went to New York, y'all.
Your voice changed?
It did. I had so much fun. It is just such a vibe. I hadn't been in, I don't know how many years. I don't know. But anyways, I'd only been once prior.
Okay.
And this time was completely different. because I went to visit one of our friends.
Yes.
Who lives there. And shout out to Andrea. We could say her name. She's from the
show. Hey girl.
And yeah, so it was just really good. It was very freeing. One, just to be off. Like, I'm off work. My out of office is going. And thankfully I have the type of job now. Nobody's bothering me. Like most people are off. I'm done. So yeah, it was lovely. It was so much fun. I've spent time in Queens, Brooklyn.
Is Brooklyn
Harlem, and then of course Manhattan. No, but we thought we were gonna see him. So we went to they call it Harlem Open Streets, and that was on Sunday, and they block off the streets, not all of them, but like, I don't know if you're familiar with Melba's. Melba's is like a big restaurant there, soul food restaurant, and live music, band, all of that. So we're hearing Never Scared by Bone Crusher. And I'm like, oh, the band is playing and somebody is singing it. Don't you know this fool was there? He was sitting at the table, because that table's out in the street too for you to eat or whatever. He got the mic and he just, so I'm outside of the club. I was like, wait, what? And that's like, it's him.
That's cool.
So that was really dope. And I mean, we were dancing. Like, there's video of me dancing. So, because that's one thing I'm gonna do is dance
all the time, because you're an LA trained dancer. So
I am. So I danced in the streets. I rode the subway for the first time. Of course, I went to theater. I saw A Strange Loop, which is one Mini Tony's. I thought it was really good.
Okay.
Drank a lot.
New York is for you is New Orleans for me.
It is. It's a vibe. It is a vibe. Now I will say, I mean, both NOLA is hot. That's a different heat because you under sea level. New York, summertime hot.
Mm-hmm.
When I tell you, my face was just wet. Like I'm like, it's just so hot. Like everywhere I'm like, it's hot.
Yeah.
So,
is it humid hot or is it dry hot?
I don't know. It's concrete hot. What is that? It's buildings. They don't have nowhere to go.
Vegas hot is different than New Orleans hot. You know.
True,
what I mean?
it is. It might be a mix.
Okay.
It might be a mix, but it was just hot. Let me tell you my saving grace, and I'm gonna shout them out. And this is not a paid ad.
Come on now.
Mega Babe is the name of it. It is a friction stick, like a deodorant. You rub it on your inner thighs. Life-saving. Life changer, game changer. Didn't have no chafing, nothing. Because there's a lot. You walk in New York, for those who don't know.
And you probably had on a dress.
Yeah, I had on dress. I had on shorts. Like, and it just glides. You just put it on as often as you need to, but I didn't need to reapply. I put it on one time, and I was good.
Really?
So for my thick girls, curvy girls,
because you know it's timing season. They out.
Right. Mega Babe.
Okay.
I'll post it, but yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I got it at Target.
Because thigh meat season, skies out, thighs out.
It was a lot of fun. No dudes and Tims calling me ma.
I won't go ask your business. I'll go ask you offline.
I didn't have that. Didn't have that. Okay. But I went to Queensbridge, where my man Nas grew up. It was a little scary.
Now you can know him better as his woman.
I was like, oh, this is the project. There's a mural, and it made my day. I went to his restaurant too. He's co-owner of this restaurant called Sweet Chick. So I went there.
I saw your pictures from the Sweet Chick.
Anyway, it was a grand time. I won't dwell on it, but it was so much fun and so needed. And I can't wait to go back. I'm already looking at flights. Thanks.
You ready? You ready to go back today?
Mm-hmm.
So you moving?
Well, okay. So Neysa and I talked about this offline. So Neysa, you can live in NOLA, right? You can see yourself actually living
So yes, however, I think it's my Ernest Hemingway moment.
Okay.
You know, like I'm gonna go and write the next novel.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that kind of thing. Eat, pray, love. That's how NOLA is for me.
Okay.
I don't know if I go to a 9 to 5 and then get off work and then,
Okay.
kick it. I don't know. I gotta figure that out. I'm sure I could, but
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
So similar, I like the allure of it. I like the shininess of it. And I really like the summertime. I don't know that I see myself wintertime is cold.
Walking in the cold. Mm-mm.
So we devised a plan should my job decide to move into that market, and I would encourage them to. I already talked to my boss. I will be there to help them set up and do communications and all of that. And they would pay for like company housing. Give it about 6 months, maybe a little more.
Okay.
I would come on back. That would be in a perfect.
You sound like me at my previous company, which was based in Chicago. I'm like, I can come up here May through September. But I gotta go in September because I got cold.
It gets cold. So yeah, I think I could do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. It ain't that cold in NOLA, so I can just hang out there all the time.
Thank you. I'll come visit you.
Come visit me in NOLA.
Now I just gotta get you to New York.
You do. I'm gonna get there.
We're gonna get you there. So
anyway. So Auntie Con was this weekend too.
Speaking of NOLA.
So I've never been to Essence Fest.
Me either.
Much as I love NOLA, I've never been to Essence Fest.
Me either.
And I've never actually been to Fat Tuesday in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. I've been to Mardi Gras events in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. Mardi Gras is really 40 days. But most people don't know that. They think it's just Fat Tuesday, that's it. Right. But so I've been to Mardi Gras events. I just haven't been to Fat Tuesday. Mm-hmm. NOLA's a vibe on a non-crowded day. Yes. So I've never been there doing the turn up. I might hurt myself doing the turn up, but I probably would. You probably would. But I'm trying to go next year because you can feel the love. Yes. Through the screens. Yeah. Yeah. And part of me was a little bit low-key worried for them. With everything that's happening around the world. Yeah. Yeah. There was so much Black joy in that city at that moment. Yes. And I'm like, whoo. But at the same time, you can't live in fear either. How do you balance that out? Nope. I mean, this is crazy. But, we've seen, and switching gears now from New York, from NOLA to everything that happened over the weekend. I mean, yeah. I think I saw Quinta Brunson say this. There's nothing more American than people getting shot at a 4th of July celebration. Like, yeah. Is this who we are as a country? Like, this is just like, okay. Yeah. 7 people shot at a parade in Highland Park, not Chicago, Highland Park. Like Illinois. Yeah. There is a Michigan. So true. Highland Park, Illinois. True. People kept trying to say it was Chicago, but that's not Chicago. No, not at all. Park. It's different. Look at the people they interviewed who were affected and who were there. That was not Chicago. Not Chicago. Then later on the same night, Philly. And you see the people take off running. And the Highland Park situation, tragic, right? Some people shot, some people dead. It was really tragic. I hate to say it this way, at least it was a smaller event. Yeah. But when I saw Philly, I thought about Nashville downtown. Yeah. And how people just come out in droves for New Year's Eve or in droves for our 4th of July. I mean, the streets are just filled with people. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, how many people are going to get trampled and hurt just running? You know? Yeah. It's just goodness. Yeah. It's just too much. And then I've had friends, actually, there were friends of my husband's who were at the Vegas show that got shot up. the country music show.
Yeah, I remember.
And they,
Yeah.
they were in the midst of all that. And to see and hear how, you don't know where it's coming from. That was what they were shooting from above,
Yeah.
You don't know really where it's coming from. You
Mhm.
came to town for this concert.
Yeah.
And now you're hiding behind like a food cart. Like, what?
Yeah.
It's just, it's too much.
We saw I saw the fireworks show in New York, which is the big like Macy's fireworks. I've never been a fan of crowds though, like large crowds. So we were kind of like initially trying to get close. And then I was like, I don't like this crowd. So we ended up being back, away from the crowd. And I felt more comfortable. And one, we were near where she lived. So it wasn't we got to go to the car, we got to drive, like we could walk.
Right.
It helped knowing the neighborhood, if you will.
Yeah.
But it is something that crosses your mind, at least it crossed mine. You're out in the open and you just never know. But yeah.
Exactly.
But you see all the cops, especially again, it was New York. Saw FBI agents with their jackets on saying FBI. I was like, Lord Jesus. So yeah, you just never know.
We went, was it Friday night? Saturday, I can't remember. It was in Charlotte.
Yeah.
At this place called the Optimist, and it's like a food hall, and they had fireworks outside. And so we took the kids there, and it was a good crowd. I felt okay for the most part, just because there were a lot of, I don't know, apartments nearby, like, gentrified apartments and all those type of things nearby. Not saying that it makes you any safer. It does not. Right. I hope that if something happens though, we could easily get our kids and somebody will let us in, you know what I mean, out of harm's way. Because we had a park quite far away. But yeah, it was interesting. That was before everything happened, but you do look around and like I said, I hate to live in fear, but I think I do pay much closer attention now. Like now, on to HBCU in the 90s, I'm used to a club getting shot up, unfortunately.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm always paying attention to exits, not the exit you come in, but where's the exit in the kitchen? Or is there an exit near the bathroom, that kind of stuff. So I'm always paying attention to that. But even more so now. I do it at the movies now. I do it so many places, like, okay.
Yeah.
No,
I know. We talked about that. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
It's sad state that we're in, but
yeah.
And the shooter in Highland Park still alive.
Yes, he is. Unlike Jacob Walker, who was murdered by police in Ohio after a traffic stop. He tried to flee a traffic stop. This is in Akron, home of LeBron. So I'm interested to see what's gonna happen there, because LeBron don't play by his city. I do know that. So there have been lots of protests in the wake of that. But like, he was shot like how many times?
They fired 90 bullets and 60 hit him?
Yes. Yep. And then he was handcuffed. And I'm like, what? Yep. So yeah.
So let me do the math. Let me just figure this out right now. Because a standard issue police gun is going to hold 14, 15 really, once you chamber one and then reload, which most people do if you're a police officer. So 90 divided by 15. So it's just 6 officers that empty their clips, if they all empty their clips.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Most people who fire a weapon don't just pull one time. Adrenaline rushes, you pull until it's empty, normally. But that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Yep. He was unarmed. Cops chased him on foot, from the article, and then just popped off. Yeah.
I know you cannot always compare apples to apples. What happened in Highland Park It's a completely different police force and city, right? From Akron. However, I will say we've seen time and again where white murderers are taken into custody, even taken for burgers, the Mother Emanuel Church shooting. Without incident. And these are people that have knowingly committed atrocities. If the white assailant dies, normally they die of their own hand.
True. That is the narrative. That's what happens.
Yeah. But, you know, Black kids playing water guns, they don't make it home. Kids with Skittles don't make it home. You know, I just.
And
it makes you just, I don't know, people in their own house sleeping in their bed with their new boyfriend don't make it. Oh, you are home.
You are home.
People playing video games with their nephews get shot in their own home.
They do.
I don't understand. Yeah.
Black people.
Yeah.
So
it's ridiculous.
Bit of hard news. Obviously, it happens. It's going to continue to happen, unfortunately.
So we didn't talk about this. I'm going off script, but we had my sister-in-law and I had a rousing conversation about state of race in America and just a lot of other things. I am not going to rehash that. I don't have permission to rehash that. I'm going to leave that there. I will say a topic did arise, and we've talked about it briefly before. Where is our safe space? And I say our, in this instance, I'm meaning Black people.
Right.
I often do mean Black women, though, when I say our safe space. But for this instance, I'm meaning inclusive of men. Where is our safe space? And I don't have an answer.
And that's okay.
You know, but I should be able to have an answer. You know, like the beauty shop's a safe space, right? The HBCU is our safe space, you know? The Black church normally is our safe space. But even in some of the instances where it's collectively our safe space, sometimes there's still that whole patriarchy you got to deal with as well, you know? So I'm trading one thing for another, you know, or I'm getting rid of one thing and, you know, still dealing with another. But I'm just like, where is our safe space outside of in the company of our sisters?
That's a great question. And I want our listeners and viewers to weigh in on that. Because for me, I feel like we create pockets of safe spaces. Correct. So for Faith, a safe space is anywhere I am free to be me, where I'm not being looked at even by other Black people like, oh my God, like being around people who get me, who understand me, who nurture me, who allow me to just be me. So while it, you know, sometimes that is the church for me, depending if the message is hidden and I'm real expressive, but you know, or it can, I don't know that it's a structure, if you will. It's, for me, a community. It's the people. It's that, for me, is my safe space.
Okay.
That's my short answer. So I don't know as a whole, like over here is a safe space for the Blacks. But for Faith, anywhere that I can truly be me and there's no judgment and there's love and caring and nurturing and pushback, which you do a lot.
I'll rather push you down because I'm going to say, how can you truly be you if you're not already in a safe space?
Is this the Matrix?
I'm just asking the question.
Well, okay, let me think on that for a second.
For me, like I have to be in a safe space to let my guard down. I can't just go and be me, see how you react, then determine if it's safe or not. I have to be safe to truly be unabashedly me. Yeah. And so because those spaces are so few and far between, I really operate as a chameleon and not always in the true essence of Neysa. because you get this version because this version is safe here. And you get this version over here because it's safe there.
That's fair.
Not saying that they're all me, but
right.
it's not, it's just different versions depending on the location.
Your house is a safe space for me.
I mean, yeah,
But I'm just saying, you're at like I can come to you and
I'm gonna give you snacks.
Park Cheez-Its, which I'm not eating anymore at the moment. Anyway, but your house is a safe space. My mom's house is a safe space. Like I can go there, yeah. I'll say things and she'll be like, really? But it's real talk. You know what I mean? Like,
Mama too, girl.
Right. So that's what I mean by it. I don't know. For me, it's not a chameleon thing. I have, if you will, my hubs. Yes. My safe space hub.
Your pocket where you can go. Like me going to your house, me going to Carrie's house. Like I can go to Carrie's house and you be like, I'm gonna lay here and I miss my shit and you ain't gonna care and it's all right.
Believe it or not, one of my safe spaces, of course, is my favorite restaurant in my neighborhood. Because I go there all the time.
Because your norm. Like in
but it's a safe space. I know the people there and it's going to be a good time. So,
okay.
I don't know. It's a very broad strokes. I think it depends on the person. But I do understand what you're saying. I really do. I don't know that as a whole, Black men and women just have like set safe spaces. I don't know.
Which leads me to our next topic.
Oh, come on, segue.
It does. It leads to our next topic. So, okay. State Senator Tiara Mack.
Yes.
District 6, Rhode Island. Was on vacay.
Home of Viola Davis.
Yes. She was on vacay in her bathing suit.
Yes.
And decided to do a little twerk upside down.
Yep. Keep in mind too, she's also 28 years old.
28 years old.
That does matter. Go ahead.
On vacation, doing a twerk upside down.
Yep.
And it was posted by her on the internet.
Yes. It was on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it says she used her official district TikTok page, is the article I'm reading.
So
it wasn't her personally.
Right.
Okay. We'll tell the whole
story. When they're close friends, it was her popping upside down. I'm gonna be honest here. Okay. I'm gonna be totally transparent.
Let's get it.
When I first heard about it, I was like, really? Really? That was my initial first reaction. Respectability politics. That I am a woman of a certain age.
40 plus podcasts.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, really, sis? I would never want something that I do to stop a movement. You know what I mean?
Right.
However, 2 seconds later, I was like, stop, Neysa. Gather yourself.
Yeah.
Because 2 days ago, I applauded Meg's thangin' on IG.
You did.
And was in here practicing, like, come on, thing, do it, little, do it. And if I'm out with my friends on vacay, there's some throwing ass in the circle. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah. Now I don't post it on the gram.
Right.
But it's still being thrown.
Okay, you better throw it back.
Throw it back. So I had to like really stop myself and be like, okay, she's bringing the fullness of who she is in her off time, being jovial. Is it Black joy for her? It could be. I don't know. Why am I so aghast at this? I think it's simply because of the white gaze. There's some things that you're just like, oh, you don't do. But then like, the whole world twerking at this point. Everybody throwing tail at this point.
True.
Or trying to buy some tail to throw, or throwing flat back tail. But people out there trying, I know, baby, you got dog, girl. I will say this though.
Yes.
She said, she posted after the fact, damn, twerking upside down really makes conservative unhinged internet accounts pop off on a Monday. And somebody else said, basically, I'm not a conservative, but this ain't it. And she says, girl, I have an Ivy League degree and am a state senator. I hate to break it to you, but their decorum isn't for us. They can't respect us in a system designed to oppress us. So I understand though what she's saying. Like, I'm not even going to try to adhere to your system when you're not going to get it anyway. Like, so I know that I'm Black. I know that I am LGBTQIA community. I know that I have dreadlocks. I know that I'm brown skinned. I know that I'm everything that you are taught to fear and hate.
Right.
But yet and still, I have this Ivy League degree and I'm a state senator and I'm doing the good work that I'm supposed to be doing. And I want to shake my ass. Damn it, I shall.
Yeah.
And I can't be mad at that either.
That's fair.
I can't be mad at that. So what are your thoughts?
This makes me think back to our dear friend Carrie when she was our guest.
Yes.
And it's something that really has resonated with me since she was our guest. Every action has a reaction. You know, remember when she was like talking about her nephew and like, yeah, you can go, you can do that, but just know that there are consequences and there are things that come with that. That's kind of where I fall. It's not what you should or shouldn't do, but
be prepared for fallout.
Be prepared for it. So if she did that on the official district TikTok and she would then, and she's dealing with it. So, you know, I can't sit here and be like, don't do, you shouldn't do, because that's easy, low hanging fruit. But yeah, but just know that there's, you know, you do it. Maybe it's a conversation you didn't want to have, but now you having to have this conversation, and you know,
yeah,
she's owning it. That's, you know,
yeah. I mean, you can't not own it. It's your ass. They're shaking. So
again, this is 40 plus perspective. So we didn't have this when we had Marion Barry smoking crack in DC, but the
and getting reelected
and got reelected, and the camera was man. Exactly. So for women, yeah. So there's always going to be something, but definitely.
I mean, we know in the hierarchy of things, we can forgive tons of people.
Absolutely.
We rarely make space for Black women. People mad at Jada right now still because of August. They're mad at Jada because Will smacked Chris Rock.
They are. So yeah.
You know, so I'm just like, leave that man alone. Leave her alone, you know?
Yeah. So okay. Do your thing, Senator Mack. Do your thing, which I know you about to talk about more shaking ass. So yeah.
Who me? Okay. I'm not gonna talk about that yet.
Oh, what you got?
I'm gonna talk about, there was a question on Twitter. A TV writing professor asked. We talked about this.
We did? I forgot.
Yes.
Pray for my mind.
Girl. Anyway, asked, if you were going to teach a class about TV writing, what would be the 5 shows that you would use to talk about great writing?
Oh, we did not talk about, we kind of, okay, you didn't give me this portion in the prep. Went into such and such, was good. That was a good episode. Okay, continue.
So what would be your 5 shows?
Well, on the spot?
Come on, Cletus.
Good writing?
Good writing.
The Sopranos.
Okay.
Off the top of my head, because that show, the way it ended, like the whole thing, but that finale, my God. That's one. I don't know. What are some other
Mine's The Wire.
We can talk through this. Yeah, let's do that. The Wire.
By HBO.
Yes, The Wire is very good.
Wire.
Yep. Great storytelling.
Yeah.
Great
storytelling. Well written.
Yes. This is like dramas or just any TV show?
Any.
Oh, again, HBO, Boardwalk Empire.
Really? You like that one?
I did.
Yeah. My next drama was West Wing.
You love the West Wing.
Here's why.
Okay.
It showed you how to handle complicated and multifaceted topics smartly. Still understandable. Still seen various sides of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I did enjoy West Wing. I do enjoy the West Wing. So
yeah, you do.
mhm.
I'm trying to see if there's anything on like major networks I really like, because everything I'm thinking of is HBO has amazing programming. They just really do.
A lot of folks said I May Destroy You.
You watched that. I didn't see
I
that.
did.
Yeah.
I'm not going to choose that one.
Okay.
It just didn't do it for me.
Okay, don't choose it.
Yeah.
I
chose Martin.
You chose Martin. Okay.
Great physical comedy.
Awesome physical comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that they've done it the best. Like great physical comedy.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. We're talking just the TV shows and say Cosby Show in a Different World.
I had Cosby Show on there too.
I'm gonna do. I mean, because just the storytelling, telling another side of us, another. You know, you learned about art. You learned about college, HBCUs, like all of that. So yeah, I'm put that on the list.
This Is Us was my last one.
Okay, I couldn't get into.
You couldn't watch it. I know. This Is Us, for the way that they jumped generations and tied everything up with a bow, and you couldn't even see it coming.
Yeah,
it was smart. It was well done. So
yeah.
I would have put Lovecraft Country in there, another HBO show.
Right.
HBO got the writers on lock.
Yeah, they do. They really do. They have amazing writers. I think I'm done. I'm not sure. They'll come to me later.
Of course.
But
which segues to stars. Chuckalisa.
50 Cent brought stars back. Let's talk about that for a second.
I mean, he did.
He
did.
But right now, showing
not very pleasant, but he did.
He did. Today's his birthday. Shout out Fifth. Anyways,
Jody, it's your birthday.
P-Valley is now airing.
It is season 2.
And episode 5, Neysa loved.
So I like P-Valley. Like P-Valley for me is not must-see TV.
Right.
It's a little soapish to me, but I enjoy it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I told you I'll remember later.
Yeah, you would.
Severance on Apple TV Plus. If you ever get to watch it, I've talked to you about it before.
I've watched most of it.
You still don't like it, and I don't know what's wrong with you. It is so stinking good.
I'm waiting for it to click.
Okay.
Click, damn it.
Okay.
Click.
Great writing.
I don't see it yet.
That's fine.
I think it's been acted well. With him acting different upstairs than he does downstairs, how passive he is downstairs. I think he's doing a great job acting. However, I need this mug to click. And something, you can give me a nugget. Make something make sense.
What episode you get to?
Oh, I don't want to give it away. People ain't seen it yet. But I've seen a lot. Like,
that's fine. It's not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Great show. We can go back to the valley where the girls get naked. Continue.
Yes, girl. So things I love about it. Number one, that it's obviously Chuckalisa, and has a very Memphian sound to my ear.
Which is hilarious. Let me stop you right there, because it's supposed to be in Mississippi. And again, one of our mutual friends who is from Mississippi is like, that's not how people sound in Mississippi. And I'm like, yeah, listening to you, you definitely don't talk like that. And I said, well, the writer is from Memphis. I said, I get more Memphis than Mississippi.
I get right over the border. Like, it's Memphis, between Memphis and Tunica. I think that's what Chuckalisa is.
That's fine. That works.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
it's right over there. It's
like South Haven. Whitehaven is Memphis and South Haven.
South Haven. Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I was getting from. I got good South Haven vibes, but it feels very much so like Memphis to me. So I do enjoy that. And but this latest episode which is all about Mississippi's life. So if you haven't seen it, pause this, go watch it.
Spoiler alert.
But it's been some days, but it was a vacation, so you might not have seen it because you was on vacation.
Spoiler alert.
Yes, but they go deep into Mississippi's life and why Mississippi tolerates and deals with the things that she does now. and how she got to this point, why she's with this man that's a racist that be beating her butt. Like it's so deep, so deep. But there is a point, and I'm gonna pull up the quote because I like a good quote.
Get your quote right.
I do enjoy a good quote. Uncle Clifford is narrating the entire episode. And so he says, white knights only exist in fairy tales. Keep your eyes open because the devil can be an angel when he want to be. And it's so clear because so many of the men in the show are angels and devils. Let's be honest. Everybody's a little bit of both, depending on who you come in contact with, right? But this episode, the way it was written specifically, highlighted how, I'm a geek for good writing. I'm a geek for good writing.
It was very well written, this episode.
Yes. Rome, her manager, like he's the one who got her out of the city, got her these deals. He's an angel. Then he's not. Her father, who, loved Mississippi, but to somebody else in the household, he's not.
He's not,
her husband, who rescued her from one situation, but then put her in a worse one. It's just so many of these people are just so very multifaceted. And it was the first time I was like, they did the daggone thing on this one. Like,
I heard this episode was good, like early on, because I watch interviews.
You do.
So they were like, episode 5, that's the one. I was like, okay.
And they're right. Give them their flowers, because I would have never said P-Valley should win awards.
Right.
This episode should win awards.
I got you.
Very well done. Very well done. And I don't even know the lady's name who plays Mississippi, but she's doing it.
Her first name is Shannon. I can't think of her last name.
She did an amazing job. She even with the penny moments, not my face.
Yes. Yeah.
And you see him thinking about it because he really wants to do it.
Yeah.
But it's how they eat.
Yeah. What's that? He has to remember that. She reminds him frequently, but yeah.
So, but I'm not gonna say what happens, but I'm gonna say Wody.
I was ready to really spoil it. That wasn't a good spoiler. I'm ready to go in.
Go ahead, spoil it then. So Wody the one.
Wody is the one. I like those ones. He's quiet. I like even the communication, the unspoken communication with him in Mississippi, because they both know about murder, and they was like,
murder.
They look like,
You know how we talk about the whole conversation without saying nothing. All right.
Murder and Big Seek.
Yeah. But
I thought it was,
even though Wody in that moment was an angel and a demon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And while he was a demon, I didn't see him that way. What he did was bad. There's no way to sugarcoat that. What he did was bad.
Yeah.
I very much appreciated his badness in that moment, simply because he did what needed to be done. Laura moment.
Yes, love.
And,
to keep it.
And I can appreciate somebody who handles the business when I don't want to talk about it.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. There's a problem. He solved it.
He's trying to keep the train on the tracks because he knows what it could be. He's like, we not.
I don't know if he did it for that reason.
You think he did it to save Mississippi, or just not save her? But I think he really absolutely.
I think he likes her.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he does like her. Yeah. I think that he had multiple reasons to do what he did. Now I'm being elusive just for those who might not have seen it.
About to spoil it. I mean, we're talking.
But I really think he did it to rid the world of evil. Like, I don't think that it was a, let me just save Murder's career, or let me just save Mississippi. It was a, you have done wrong.
Mm.
And you need to be eliminated because you will continue to do wrong.
Mm-hmm.
When you walked in that room, he was still having a party and a whole lot of wrongness was still going on.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh no. He rid the world of wrong.
Okay.
And maybe I romanticize and kind of like superheroes, you know, I am. But
I wonder where Mississippi's mom is. That's my, you know me, I always want to go deeper. I'm like, where is her mom? So I'm just gonna say, so her dad, it shows Mississippi in high school and how she meets, I don't even think they're married, her baby daddy and Derek, the white boy. And she's living with her, essentially most of her time is spent with her stepmother and the stepmother's two daughters. That's why for me initially it's giving very Cinderella from the very beginning. It was the evil stepmother and the wicked stepsisters, if you will, who they hype them up to be so beautiful, and I'm like, but they're not. They look okay. You know, and then her dad, they mentioned the dad ended up with the stepmom because she was a flight attendant and served him a drink, but he was married at the time to Mississippi's mom and they were on the plane together. And then you kind of are left to figure out the rest. He left Mississippi's mom to be with this lady who was a flight attendant. And
I love the revisionist history of the mistress.
Hello.
When you know, you know. No, and Mississippi called her out. No, my mom was right there.
She was right there. So I don't know. I want to know. I always don't know where all the characters are. I'm like, because they don't mention death. I'm like, where is her mama?
No, but I think he was the one with the money, which is what I read into it.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one with the money.
Mm-hmm.
The flight attendant gets this experience of life with her two daughters.
Yeah.
Mississippi. The father's a business person, obviously, because you assume by watching the show Mississippi didn't come from shit.
Right, you do.
And then you see that she did.
Yeah.
And so you're like, wait a minute, how did you go from here here?
Mm-hmm.
And it gave you a little bit of Sarah Jakes vibes.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
If you've read her books, you know that she worked in a show for a little bit, you know, waitress. And so, but it gave me some Sarah Jakes vibes. But yeah, it was very interesting. And then when the stepmother says, don't anybody make you the Barbie doll, because I always look for a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true.
And she would know. She would know, yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, it was great writing. I'm a geek. I know I'm a nerd for great writing. A good quote can send me to tears and make me cheer, and it's just my thing. I love words, so
they're good. It was a good episode. I'm interested to see now where it goes, because she wouldn't let Diamond kill him in the first season. And I'm just like, girl. But now there's another element of abuse. So
yeah.
That for me was like,
I hope the writing stays elevated.
True.
I have a fear that's gonna go back, and I'd be like,
I know.
Can I just say I like Diamond? I'm not a big fan of Tyler.
Okay, that's fair. You like the character.
I like the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know nothing about Tyler really, but I'm just like, Diamond is sweet. He's kind.
Yeah.
You know, he was rough around the edges.
He is rough. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he really liked and cared for Mississippi. So, but you know, you can't.
Okay. Yes, that's what we're watching. So I need to go ahead and throw it out there. What we're watching.
That's what we watching.
Okay. Do you have it to go?
Do I have it to go? Mine are always, what did I say? Centered around joy. Because there's a lot of evil in the world. However, I'm always going to say choose joy if you can. Find just a moment of joy. That was my motivation Monday. Go back and look at it. Like just a moment, just whatever. If it's, I laughed today because, you know, I saw a rabbit. Like or you get a text message from a friend or something to make you smile. Those things count. I think people think it has to be these big grand gestures and
True.
I just encourage people to try to find something that brings you joy. What?
I agree. Because earlier the conversation before we got on here, we're talking about the weekend, and you were like, "Did you have a good weekend?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I said, it was a good 6. It wasn't,
Right.
I can appreciate the 6. Everything's not going to be a 10 Technicolor surround sound 4D experience.
Yeah.
But it was a good family 6.
Good.
So yeah, I think you have to appreciate all the numbers that are above 5,
Yes. Just find a small piece of joy in your day, whatever that looks like for you.
Okay, y'all. That's it. It is Wednesday. I had no drink.
You didn't have a drink.
I know.
I had lots of drinks in New York. Neysa knows, y'all. I'm not like the senator that ain't posted online.
No. No. Most foolishness you see out of me is in October, homecoming. That's about the most time you see me do foolishness. But
I agree. I didn't get sick either. Happy to report, no sickness.
What? Look at you being all grown up, TT.
Lots of laughter, though. I love to laugh. Oh, God, lots of laughter. Anyways.
Laugh and dance. Like those are your love languages.
Yes.
And I prayed for you. I'm not going to reiterate my prayer, but I was praying for her while you were in New York. I was giving heartfelt petitioning on your behalf.
Okay, yep. I appreciate your prayer. I'm just going to say thank you.
Petitioning.
God blocked it, but thank you. Thank you for your prayer.
It's not a delay. It's a denial. It's a delay. That's what it is.
Thank you. Right. I didn't really see any Tims though. They do wear sneakers as well. So
summertime they wear sneakers, no Tims.
Yeah, like the Air Force Ones and.
See, I didn't know. I see my prayer.
Jordan and stuff.
Okay. I'll work on it. Do a moment
of joy right here. Listen to the Go Ladies podcast. Where can they find us, Neysa?
Oh, you can find us everywhere. We're on Instagram, Facebook, iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, because we're fun and you're part of the party. And we have some more things to announce as we get closer to the fall. So I can't wait for us to some additional things going. So
yeah. Mm-hmm. I know.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. If you want to sponsor our trip to New York, we will happily come to New York tourism. If you want to sponsor a Go Ladies podcast in New York, and we'll come around and see all the sites and talk about them, happy to do so.
We don't want all. I'm gonna help you. We'll pick the sites. We don't want all the sites.
I want to see Jesse Williams. I want to see that site. Bye.
Love y'all. Bye. Go ladies. Go ladies.